Alright, everyone. Hang on. Gotta listen to myself. Alright, everyone. So we're back here. We're gonna queue up House of the Dragon Season 2. And if you hear some munching sounds, just because I'm eating in the background. So, again, just rice and nuggets. Hopefully, they're not fried in too much oil. Actually, I haven't seen any of the trailers, so I'm going in pretty blind on this. But we get Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, 4K Ultra, high definition. 1 hour season premiere, right? Again, I wouldn't have remembered if it wasn't for Preston Jacobs putting his reminder up of his little after party, which I do like seeing. So let's just cue this up. All right, come on. And of course, we have, what is it? Emma Darcy as opposed to Millie Alcock, right? Right, Emma Darcy plays the more adult Rhaenyra. So let's just cue this up. Again, I haven't gotten everything to be set up the way I'd like it. Again, your phone almost fell on that dog. So, wow. Yeah, it's been pretty unfortunate today. It's Father's Day too. So, wow. All right, episode 1 of season 2. Here we go. Everything seems to be working pretty well. Right, I have turned off the AC too. So, again, is that coming from your laptop? Let's just skip that.
I, Viserys Targaryen, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, do hereby name Rhaenyra Targaryen, heir to the Iron Throne.
There we go. I'll finish eating or continue eating mostly on this.
The king will die, and if Rhaenyra succeeds him, war will follow. The realm will not.
The Greens are coming for you, Rhaenyra.
Right, we get the blood on the fabric.
What's cultivated its strength from doomed men who had their life as their only possession. But my ancestor, Torrhen Stark, began a tradition by making an offering at the onset of winter.
If it wasn't for the opening credits saying House of the Dragon, I probably would have confused this for whatever other spin-off and or possibly Game of Thrones.
It's not a sin.
Is this their way of saying, don't forget about the Jon Snow spin-off? Because, I mean, the wall's the wall. I mean, I doubt, what, 100 or so years,
Coming.
it's gonna
What is
make a
this that
difference.
falls from the skies and shivers my bones?
This is only a late summer snow, my prince. In winter it will cover all you see, and all memories of warmth will be forgotten.
It pleases me to think that over a century ago our ancestors treated in this very place. The conqueror and the king in the north.
You, at least, had the mercy not to threaten me with your dragon.
Right, supposed to be Chase, right, Jacaerys? Is it weird that the Night's Watch guy
Surely the great
doesn't really seem
Torrhen
like he's
Stark
from the
would
Night's
sooner
Watch?
died than bent the knee. unless he believed the Conqueror could bring unity to the Seven Kingdoms.
I'm not buying
Men
this.
do
This
not
just
remember the
doesn't
oath
seem
sworn by
as.
King Viserys.
Acts do not forget their oaths.
So is it the
My youth.
cinematography or
But you must know that
maybe
my
the
gaze is
props
forever
that
torn between
don't look
north
as
and
well?
south.
It looks like they're walking
In
around on a
winter,
set,
My duty to the wall is even more dire
or maybe
than
it's
one
the
I owe
fact
to
that it's
King's
too
Landing.
bright, or
I need my men here.
Whilst your men guard against wildlings and weather, the High
right. I
Tower's
think it's
plan to usurp
yeah.
the throne.
I think it's because the camera's just following
My
them
mother
around
is
too
to defend
much.
her claim. To hold the realm united, she needs an army.
Right,
War
because
is
it's
coming.
following them, and
To
then
the whole of the
like
realm,
for
my
some reason
lord.
they changed their
We cannot
mind, and
wage
now
it
they're.
without the support of the North.
Whereas normally they usually follow it, and then it just seems to be consistent. But here it just seems to break away at odd times.
Life
I don't believe that he's in the Night's
power
Watch.
Not face that hoary old bitch alone. With my dragon and yours together, we can kill Vagar and her rider. Make it a son for a son.
Was this the Queen's command?
The Queen remains absent. I should be at Harrenhal, bending knees, but I must instead remain here to wage her war.
Or perhaps more simply, to await her return.
She has been gone for days. Too long. She is exposed.
She is grieving.
The mother grieves as the Queen shirks her duties.
A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. She needs to know it for certain.
She was a fool to go alone. What if Aemond were to happen upon her?
Then I would pity Aemond. The Queen was wise to recuse herself. She's not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
If you'd have acted when you had the chance, Aegon's line would be extinguished.
Right, she didn't incinerate
Does it
them at
come
the
up?
Would
coronation.
that you were the king.
She looks so different. So is that normal for ship maintenance to just scrape the scale off? Right now it's something they've always had, right? So Arak. It's Vagar, so half sister. So it's more like her nephew.
Yes, Your Grace. If you wouldn't mind.
Enough!
In hopes that new terms might be negotiated.
Release it at once. Would someone please...
Is the heir to the throne bothering you, Tyland? Wouldn't that be fun, Jaehaerys? Should the Master of Coin be your royal steed?
Well, I
Your
mean,
Grace, there are important matters to discuss. Despite Sir Tyland's interruptions.
You were indisposed. No longer breathe our air. I've chosen your new staff personally.
I'm sure he could have maybe written a better line and they no longer breathe our air. Probably something related to his club foot, right? Or her indisposition, right? The delivery in. Okay, so now they have the remains, right?
Magnanimous, second of his name, King of the Andals and the Rocks.
Your Grace.
Yo, we don't have a brand sponsorship yet.
10th of them taken by...
Will require feed. Bring the next.
Can they at least compensate him like at least a certain amount?
Rely on ships from Essos for our supply. And it to Ash. Bring the next.
Hugh, Your Grace. If we could but have the crown's coin before we started work, it would bring great relief.
You shall be paid, and paid well. My army cannot win a war without your weapons. You should continue their making. Our victory depends on the efforts of the small folk.
You have my most sincere gratitude, Your Grace.
Okay. So like the sheep and or goats.
You.
Oh, Miss Sarah.
When last we met, there were 2 dead gold to pay for that.
Who sent you fleeing from King's Landing in such disrepair? Hmm? Aegon was in your grasp. You should have killed him yourself.
I reckon I went into the King's Guard. I just needed to.
Yeah,
Did you find what you needed?
you're right. So editing fixes everything except my problems with the IRS. Yeah, how's that going?
Cyrus and Laurie.
Fuck the High Towers.
White Worm said you're one of Aegon's rat catchers. That castle positively crawls with them now.
I heard the White Worm were dead.
Blood
Ghost
and
told me
cheese.
you were a
Cheese is a
buffalo.
goat cloak, right?
Dogs.
Again, that only makes sense with cheddar cheese.
Knows his place. No one knows what magnanimous means.
Even I don't know what that means.
I got you in the castle. I thought the rest was your bit.
For the rats.
And of course they had to make it rain, right? He doesn't know?
She's the queen, she is.
A son for a son, he said. Or does she look like a fucking son to you?
Right, they have it be more margin of error driven.
They both look the same. Which one's a boy?
Maybe that one.
We'll look for a cock.
It's the other one. She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
She's telling true.
Hold him down.
No.
Helena! What's happened? 'Cause
They killed the boy.
Alright. Alright, that was alright. Yeah, see, it shows up on just not the actual episode itself. Alright, well, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it's a bit more, I think, but rather a bit more terror suspense, right? You don't see it's not as high. Hitting dramatics like lo-fi dramatic, if that makes sense. It's still okay. I mean, getting more or less interrupted with realizing that, oh, well, it's new DRM software is making it difficult to get, again, I'm sure I'll get some stills, but because taking stills works, so you might just have to check if you can maybe just maybe get a bypass from the software that's the same way that the screenshot gets it. Alright, see everyone later.